Good morning, Lightborn Church. It's a pleasure to be able to just share a devotion for you this morning. Hope you're having a good week so far. I just want to share a little bit about what well are we drawing from. I'm just going to share quickly from John chapter 4, just about the woman at the well, and just going to take up a couple of verses. Those of you that would know the story of Jesus coming to this well, the disciples have left and meets a Samaritan woman, and they have this interaction and conversation. The Samaritan woman said to him, "You're a Jew and I'm a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink? For Jews do not associate with Samaritans." Jesus answered, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." "Sir," the woman said, "you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where can you get this living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did also his sons and his livestock?" Jesus answered, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." The woman said to him, "Sir, give me this water so that I won't get thirsty and have to keep coming here to draw water." Interesting part was this lady was running from the town. She had a bad reputation, and guess who she bumps into? Jesus. Isn't that often the case when we're running from something, that we often run into Jesus and an experience that we need just the right time? But they interact back and forth, and they're both sort of talking about water. But as we know through the story, it's not the same water that they're talking about. She's talking about this physical water, and Jesus is talking about this spiritual thirst and spiritual water. And she thinks she's standing by a well and talking to a man called Jesus. But in reality, she's actually standing by a hole in the ground, a well. And she's actually talking to the well, which is Jesus. But she doesn't realize it. And he tells her that if you keep drinking from this well, from this physical well, you're just going to be thirsty again. And Jesus tells her that everything that you are feeding on is making you thirsty. The water in the well, the 5 husbands that he raised during that confrontation of recognizing that. But just her life, our lives, that makes us thirsty if we're drawing from the wrong well. So what wells are we drawing from? What wells are we getting our sustenance from? Is it our jobs? Is it our relationships? Is it our marriages? Is it opinions of other people? Where are our wells being drawn from? We can often feel defeated and deflated when we're drawing our wells from the world. So we need to draw from the well of Jesus, the living water that he provides. Back in verse 13, where he says, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." For those of you that know me, I always like to refer to a song, and I do worship and I do lots of devotion and reflection around songs, and a song in this theme comes from Casting Crowns, and it's called "Come to the Well," and I'll share the link and the lyrics, but it starts by just saying, leave it all behind. Leave it all behind. Leave all your fears, all your anxieties, stresses, your conflicts, your relationships. Leave it all at the well. All the wells of this world, we need to leave it behind. And I'll just read quickly the first couple of verses. And this is Jesus speaking. I have all that you need, but you keep on searching. I've done all the work, but you keep on working. When you're running on empty and you can't find a remedy, just come to the well. You spend your whole life chasing what's missing, but that empty inside, it just ain't gonna listen. When nothing can satisfy and the world leaves you high and dry, just come to the well. And the chorus is, "And all who thirst will thirst no more, and all who search will find what their souls long for." The world will try, but it can never fill. Just leave it all behind and come to the well. I encourage you to listen to the song, reflect on that, and just have some time with Jesus, who is our living water from that well that we need to draw all of our strength, our love, our courage from on this day. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you're blessed. Bye-bye.